Okay, so it looks like NXT UK is going to go on a hiatus after they do Worlds Collide, which will be the day after Clash of the Castle. It kind of makes sense. If you're going to do a massive UK thing, let's do them back to back. You know, let's do a 2-night massive event because you get a bunch of wrestling fans in one area. So NXT UK is going to go away. They were rebranded NXT Europe, which I guess kind of makes sense because they have definitely expanded beyond the borders of the United Kingdom. And they released, as that video, roughly 22 people. And a lot of them people who have just been on the show. It's like, by Danny Luna, by Mark Andrews. So since Flash Morgan Webster left, Subculture's been, not as prominent. So, man. By Eddie Dennis, by Saxon Huxley. Wait, we just saw them wrestle. They lost to Chase U. By Trent Seven. Wait, how can you release a guy when he's currently in a tournament to crown the new NXT UK champion, which they already spoiled on regular NXT television? And it was like, wow, Amir Jordan. No, they got Amir Jordan a while ago. Why is he still on the roster? Jack Starr, Sam Gradwell. I mean, they got rid of Amel, Zaya Brookside. They got rid of a large amount of their roster. Now, their roster was probably staying on like the bloated side. So it does kind of make sense that, they survived a lot of budget cuts and trims. But it was like, man. Amel was in the middle of a feud with Blair Davenport, and I was like, hopefully they resolve that. And I was like, Trent Seven, he just had a fantastic heel turn from a great centerpiece of the company yet again, and now he's gone. It's like a lot of decent talent was let go. Like Saxon Huxley, was he ever going to be a champion? No, he was good at what he was doing. I liked interacting with Chase U. So I guess now if you're a promoter somewhere in the United Kingdom, man, you can pick up functionally a whole roster now. Saddest one, of course, is I did see a lot of potential. Someone like Amel, Zaya Brookside. She was young, talented, wasn't being used as much recently, but NXT UK liked to cycle through talent, which kept their show nice and fresh. Sad seeing Sid Scala go because he was really great at his role as functionally being the authority figure. Since he could take the occasional bump, it allowed a heel to get some quick cheap heat by beating up your authority figure. So unique to see what they do with NXT Europe going forward. I know way back when Triple H had the idea of having NXTs like all over the place. NXTs, here's NXT Japan, NXT. And it's like, well, now instead of having multiple NXTs across one area, it's like this continent has an NXT. So, I mean, I feel bad for people who are no longer working for the E. Hopefully their contracts are written as such that they've got some money. They're not going to be living out in the streets like Shaw Samuels. Man, he was also let go too, as well as Nina Samuels. So man, Shaw Samuels just finished having that East End booking gimmick, which is working great. Lost everything, all of his stuff. Like he was giving away like his shirt, his shoes. He just had ring gear left over. And now it's like, oh yeah, when your character's down and out, you're like, broke Corbin. Great news, but you can do whatever you want to. Really? We're giving you lots of free time. How much free time? All of it. So it'd be interesting to see how they rebrand in the next couple of months. But like NXT UK is now NXT Europe, NXT 2.0. Now, Michaels did mention, Shawn Michaels mentioned, now we're going to do more of like a funneling system. We're not going to have very specific wrestlers who are only geared towards the European style audience, but try to bring some of the European style influence over to the States. Which, Pete Dunn Butch, he's doing something. It's not great, but he's doing something. J.D. McDonough, I appreciate the character. I like the design. I like the way it's moving. And I do like the fact that it's J.D. So you can very easily drop the McDonough back to being Jordan Devlin, and then he's still the same persona, the same character. You know, bringing over Pretty Deadly, changing their names, okay. It's the E thing. You have to be able to trademark and have copyrights. I get it. So maybe these are people who didn't want to potentially live in the States. But wish well to everyone in their future endeavors. And it's going to be really nice for the UK wrestling scene, I guess the European wrestling scene, to get a bunch of talent that might have a slightly wider